Welcome to the fourth session of our chapter 7 Equilibrium. Today we will deal with the topic degree of ionization and ionization constant. The fraction of the total number of molecules present as free ions in the solution is known as the degree of ionization, and it is represented by alpha. So we can give a equation for that one, that is alpha is equal to number of molecules split into ions divided by the total number of molecules dissolved. Now let us consider the ionization of an electrolyte AB in solution. So when we write the equilibrium, how we can write? AB gives A plus plus B minus existing in solution. If alpha is the degree of ionization, then C is the concentration of AB in moles per liter. Then the equilibrium concentrations of various species are given as molar concentration of AB is equal to C into 1 minus alpha, and the molar concentration of A plus and B minus, both are C alpha. Then according to the law of mass action, how we can write the equilibrium constant? K is equal to molar concentration of A into molar concentration of B minus divided by the molar concentration of AB. So the product side divided by the reactant side it will come. Why? Because it is a reversible reaction. So when we substitute the value of molar concentration of A plus ion and B minus ions, we'll get what? C alpha into C alpha. And down in the denominator it is molar concentration of AB, which is given as C into 1 minus alpha. So we'll get our equation as what? C alpha square by 1 minus alpha. Here the K is said to be the ionization constant and alpha is the degree of ionization. Next we have to see the solubility product and the solubility product constant. It is a kind of equilibrium constant and its value depends on the temperature. It is also denoted by KSP. SP represents solubility product, and it usually increases with an increase in the temperature, which is due to the increased solubility. Now let us take an example of barium sulfate along with its saturated aqueous solution. If we want to write the equation which is in equilibrium between the undissolved solid and the ions, we can write it as what? BaSO4 giving Ba2 plus SO4 2 minus. And the equilibrium constant according to the law of mass action, when we write, we will get what? K is equal to molar concentration of Ba2 plus into molar concentration of SO4 2 minus divided by molar concentration of BaSO4. For a pure solid substance, the concentration remains constant, and then we can write the equation as what? KSP is equal to K into molar concentration of BaSO4 is equal to molar concentration of Ba2 plus into molar concentration of SO4 2 minus. Here the KSP is known as what? The solubility product constant. And this further tells that the solid barium sulfate, when in equilibrium with its saturated solution, the product of concentration of ions of both the barium as well as the sulfate is equal to the solubility product constant. So this is how we are writing the solubility product constant. KSP is equal to the ions product, that is Ba2 plus molar concentration into molar concentration of SO4 2 minus. Next we have to see the hydrogen ion concentration and the pH scale. Sorensen in 1909 defined pH of a solution as the negative logarithm of the hydrogen ion concentration of the solution. That one, when we are saying about the negative logarithm, it is to the base 10. The pH of a solution is defined as what? The negative logarithm of the hydrogen ion activity of the solution. Nowadays we are using this definition for the pH. So how we can represent the pH? pH is equal to minus of log A H plus. A is activity. Since the concentration of H plus ion in dilute solution is small, we can write the activity H plus ion as what? The concentration term. So in dilute solutions, the pH will be equal to what? Minus of log molar concentration of H plus ion. Or we can just remove the negative sign and we'll get what? Log into 1 by molar concentration of H plus ion. Thus, the pH of a solution is numerically equal to the negative power to which 10 must be raised in order to make it equal to the molar concentration of H plus in the solution. The notation pH has been derived from the French word puissance de hydrogen, which means power of hydrogen. Likewise, we can also express the P of OH of a solution. How we can write? P of OH is equal to minus of log molar concentration of OH minus. Removing the negative from there, we can write what? Log 1 by molar concentration of OH minus. And here the molar concentration of OH minus is equal to what? 10 raised to minus P of OH. And as the molar concentration of H plus ion usually varies from 10 raised to 0 molar to 10 raised to minus 14 molar at 298 Kelvin in the aqueous solution, we can say that the pH values in the aqueous solution usually vary from 0 to 14. Let's see the scale. The first line is for the hydrogen ion concentration, second one pH scale, and then the OH minus concentration is there. You can see the pH scale starting with 0 to 14, and the 7 comes as what? Neutral. And if it is between 0 to 6.9, then it is acidic. If it is 7.1 to 14, it is basic. See the concentration, it starts with 10 raised to 0 to 10 raised to minus 14. So from 10 raised to 1 onwards to 10 raised to minus 7, it is what? Up to that area, it is what? Acidic. And the other part, it is basic. OH minus ion concentration is little will change, or the reverse of that one, H plus ion concentration is there. That is, from left to right, it starts with 10 raised to minus 14 to 10 raised to 0. So we can understand one more thing. The acidic and basic nature we can explain also. The increasing hydrogen is there in the in the right to left, increasing hydrogen concentration is there, whereas the increasing hydroxide ion concentration is from left to right. So this is the pH scale with which we can find out whether the solution is acidic or basic. And the pH of a solution can be measured using a reagent which we are naming it as pH indicator or pH paper. And the instrument which is used for measuring the pH value of the solution is known as pH meter. Now let's see the acidic, neutral and basic character of solutions along with the pH. The nature of an aqueous solution depends upon the concentration of H plus as well as OH minus ions. Now let's see the three conditions. If the molar concentration of H plus ion will be equal to molar concentration of OH minus ion, it is what? Acidic solution. Or it is neutral, or it is basic. It is neutral solution. Now if it is if the molar concentration of H plus ion is greater than OH minus ion's concentration, then the solution is said to be acidic. If it is less than OH minus ion, then we can say the solution is basic in nature. So when it is coming equal, the hydroxide ion concentration and the H plus ion concentration, when it becomes equal, it is said to be neutral solution. Now let's see the relationship between the Ka and Kb. For that we have taken an example, Bronsted acid base pair, that is ammonia plus water gives NH4 plus OH minus ion. In this reaction, NH3 acts as a base and its conjugate acid is NH4 plus. If we consider the forward direction reaction, we can get the equation for Kb, that is Kb is equal to molar concentration of NH4 plus into molar concentration of OH minus divided by molar concentration of NH3. If we write a reaction of for dissociation of acid NH4 plus, we can get the following equation for Ka, that is NH4 plus H2O giving H3O plus NH3, and from there we can get the Ka value, which is molar concentration of H3O plus into molar concentration of NH3 divided by molar concentration of NH4 plus. If we add the equation 1 and 2, we will get a new equation which is like 2H2O giving H3O plus OH minus. And for this, the dissociation reaction of water we have studied before, and we know that Kw is equal to what? Molar concentration of H3O plus into molar concentration of OH minus. And now we can see that if we multiply K and Kb, we will get what? Kw or not. The same reaction we will get here. Ka and Kb, if we multiply, we will get what? Molar concentration of H3O plus into molar concentration of NH3 divided by molar concentration of NH4 plus into what? Molar concentration of NH4 plus into molar concentration of OH minus divided by molar concentration of NH3. And when we just equate the following, we will get finally what? The value of Ka into Kb as molar concentration of H3O plus ion into molar concentration of OH minus ion, which is equal to what? Kw. So if we take the minus log of both sides, we'll get what? pKa plus pKb is equal to pKw. That is, the value for pKw is what? 14. Why? Because it is it is what? Next is the buffer solutions. Many body fluids like blood or urine, they have a definite pH value, and any deviation in their pH indicates that the malfunctioning of the body. The solutions which resist the change in pH on dilution or with the addition of some small amounts of acid or alkali are said to be buffer solutions. Buffer solutions of known pH can be prepared from the knowledge of pKa of the acid or pKb of the base, and by controlling the ratio of the salt and acid or salt and base. There are two types of buffer solutions, that is acid buffer and basic buffer. A buffer solution containing large amount of a weak acid and its salt with a strong base is termed as an acid buffer. And in that case, the buffer solution has a pH which is less than 7 at 298 Kelvin. The pH of an acid buffer is given by the equation pH is equal to pKa plus log salt by molar concentration of salt by molar concentration of acid, and this equation is named as Henderson equation, where Ka is the acid as ionization constant of the weak acid. A buffer solution which contains large amount of weak base and its salt with a strong acid is termed as basic buffer. And here the buffer solution has a pH which is higher than 7 at 298 Kelvin. And for this, the pH of a basic buffer is given by the equation pOH is equal to pKb plus log molar concentration of salt by molar concentration of base. The same equation is named as what? Henderson equation for acid and basic buffer. And here the Kb value is what? The base ionization constant of the weak base. Now let's see the common ion effect. It is the suppression of a weak electrolyte due to the addition of a strong electrolyte of common ion. So this definition we have to keep in mind. the suppression of a weak electrolyte due to the addition of a strong electrolyte of common ion. Let's see one example, that is when ammonium chloride is added to ammonium hydroxide solution. Ammonium chloride is added to ammonium hydroxide solution. The concentration of NH4 ion increases, so the equilibrium shifts towards the left. So the dissociation of ammonium hydroxide is reduced. How we can explain the common ion effect is, we have here the ammonium hydroxide, and when you dissociate, or the equation when it is in equilibrium, it can be written as what? NH4 plus OH minus. When you add to this the ammonium chloride, in that what are the ions present? NH4 plus and Cl minus. Now you can see both the cases the NH4 plus ions, that is the common ion. When you have added a strong electrolyte which has the same ion of the weak electrolyte, that time what happens? The dissociation of the weak electrolyte is reduced and the equilibrium shifts towards the left. This is according to the Le-Chatelier's principle. That is where the product side the concentration increases, it just returns back to the original reaction, that is the reactant side. So it will be a reversible reaction. If we consider the ionization of a weak acid, that is acetic acid, what happens? This is acetic acid, CH3COOH. It dissociates and gives you what? CH3COO minus plus H plus ion. And if we add, or if we increase the acetate ion by adding sodium acetate, the equilibrium shifts to the left. That is Le-Chatelier's principle. So what happens? It reduces the H plus ion's concentration and raises the pH. And this phenomenon is said to be what? Common ion effect. So when you have added here sodium acetate, which is the ion common? Acetate ion. Both the cases acetate ion is common. And it reduces or it suppresses the weak electrolyte, that is acetic acid. Thank you. With this we are concluding our chapter.